All right, so it's been aware, or been some news kind of circulating around the internet about Marvel and Fox apparently coming to agreement on giving Marvel back the Fantastic Four. This is basically because Fox hasn't been able to do anything with them. They bombed on every movie. I actually thought the first one or two were entertaining, actually, but the last one was just awful. And I mean, the first two weren't that good, but still a little entertaining. But they're giving it back to Marvel, supposedly. Nothing's in line yet. But supposedly they're gonna let Fox make cartoons and have merchandising with the X-Men toys, and in return, Marvel's getting back the Fantastic Four so that they can make movies again with them. It's a great sign because things are moving that way. That's good. We want to see things move towards Marvel. But I'm an X-Men. I won't be happy till X-Men's over there. So as of right now, great news for the Fantastic Four, but if you're giving more X-Men stuff over to them for the trade, then that kind of makes me a little leery. I was hoping that Marvel would end up partnering with Fox in more of a something that would bring them over to the MCU. And something else I kind of want to talk about too is I've heard certain people on the internet swear up and down that they're not going to get back Fox because, the Fox isn't going to give them back. There's no way they're going to get back the X-Men because Fox is crushing or doing so well with them. These are things I've heard on the internet. I've heard people say that Fox is handling X-Men so well and they don't want to see X-Men go to the MCU. And I'm just like, what? Don't say that. Fox is not crushing with the X-Men. They're not crushing. Crushing is what Marvel is doing. What Fox is doing is staying afloat with a franchise that is almost fail-proof, unless you're horrible. Have we not learned anything? They're not crushing. The X-Men Apocalypse was terrible. It was awful. Come on. Don't say that they're crushing. Fox is not doing a good job with the X-Men. They did a good job with Logan. They did a good job with Deadpool. And they need a lot of help. If Ryan Reynolds wasn't there to tell everyone what to do, that movie would have been trash too, I'm sure. If he wouldn't have been there to, give his to want to impress his take on the character and make him that funny guy, that's all the actor right there. Oh man. It's upsetting that you have these people out here that are pushing this agenda down your throat about how well Fox is doing when that's just not true. They're awful. And I know that's my perception of it. But I'm not the only one with that perception. If you compare numbers, the X-Men to Avengers stuff, it's not even close. And it should be close. It should be even. If you're gonna, I guarantee you this. I guarantee what crushing it is. Here's what crushing it is. Give the X-Men franchise back to Marvel, and you will see what crushing it is. It's not what's going on right now. That's not crushing it. They're not doing anything great with that X-Men franchise. I don't want to hear that. The X-Men is a great franchise on its own. It's going to be good no matter what. And it's barely good. That's how bad Fox is. You've taken something that's supposed to be fail-proof and failed a few times on it and just broke even a few times on it and had success once. That's it. Well, you've had success twice with Deadpool and Logan. But those are the only true success stories you've had. Everything else has been, that's a good number, but for X-Men it's not. If you don't do 800 million, if you don't do 700 million, You didn't do anything. You didn't. You think 300 million is doing something? It's not. It's not doing anything. That's what's going to happen because it's X-Men. X-Men has a following because Marvel put in work and made comics that, you know, people know. And now, you know, the infrastructure is built. I don't want to ever hear Fox is crushing it with the X-Men again. Please. You guys, that just... Man.